Fragrance family, this is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm doing a tag video. That's right, I was tagged by my boy Jeremy over at House of Colossus. Guys, we're talking about confidence in a bottle. What are my top 5 confident fragrances? Be sure to stick around and find out. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Tyler. This is my channel, Simply Fragrances, where we talk everything fragrance related. We're doing top 10 videos, we're doing seasonal videos, we're doing fragrance rotations, fragrance reviews, tag videos, everything that encompasses fragrances you can find right here. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support you have shown. Really do appreciate that. So like I said guys, I was tagged by my boy Jeremy over at the House of Colossus. If for some reason you haven't heard of him, his channel will be linked in the description below. He's growing like a weed, guys. His channel is I think 1,600 now, so man guys, be sure to go pay him a visit and drop him that support. So I was tagged by him, and this is going to be top 5 confident fragrances. So top 5 fragrances that make you feel confident when you wear them. And so I do have a 5 list, but I also do have one honorable mention, and I'll explain that here in a second. So let's go ahead and get into this. So like I said, I do have an honorable mention, and the only reason why it's an honorable mention right now is because I just got this bottle in yesterday, but it was love at first sniff, guys. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Shout out to my bro Chris over at the Fragtastic Mr. Fox. Be sure and go pay him a visit as well. If you haven't seen my last video, me and him did a little collaboration as he's coming through. He's moving back to LA, and he came through Missouri. We did a little collaboration. It was awesome, had so much fun, so be sure and go check that video out. But this is based off of one of his recommendations. I went into Ulta and I sprayed it on, and I kid you not, as I walked out there, I'm like, I gotta have this. This is absolutely gorgeous, but it's way too hot and it's a little too sticky to be wearing it right now. Right now, summer is in full effect. It's like 95 degrees with like 75% humidity. So be a little bit too much to wear in this heat and in this humidity, but come fall and in the winter and even in early spring, Givenchy Gentleman, the EDP, this stuff is gonna get some major burn, guys. Oh man, this creamy, powdery, vanilla, iris, this is just absolutely amazing. Like I said, haven't got a chance to really wear it yet. I'm gonna give it a full wearing here in the fall and winter. Maybe even if I get like a cool summer day, who knows, I might wear it on a date night or something like that. If you know, we're going out and about, or you know, going to a place where there is AC, you know, AC controlled environments, I think it might be acceptable. But this stuff is very, very, very strong, and it makes its presence known. But this is just classy, sophisticated. It's kind of got a gentleman vibe to it, not like an old school barbershop or anything like that, but it just makes you feel like a man. And this stuff is absolutely amazing. From the House of Givenchy, this is Gentleman EDP, and this is the honorable mention. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the first one on the list. Now, I'm going to start out strong. I'm going to pull the big dog out because as of right now, this is my favorite fragrance. That could change. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, this is everything that I can want in a bottle and more. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about because I just did a video on this not too long ago. This is Roja Doves. This is Apex, guys. This is masculinity in a bottle. This is, oh, it's so good, guys. This pays homage back to those kind of old school gentlemen, almost in that barbershop fougere style. Those old school gentleman fragrances you would get back in like the 70s, 80s, and even into like the early 90s, but with a modern twist. You get that green oak moss, just that kind of pine tree. Even though there's no pine listed, I do get kind of like the cedary type of, you know, pine vibe to it. But it opens up and it's got those bright fresh fruits, guys. You get mandarin orange, you get pineapple, there's jasmine. Guys, this stuff is a man's fragrance, okay? This is not something for, you know, just the run-of-the-mill person who might just like fresh aquatics and citruses. Even though it does have those citruses up top, I don't want you to be fooled into thinking, oh, it's gonna be a fresh fragrance. It does have a freshness to it, if you will, in the opening, but it quickly dries down and you get that suede leather, you get that oak moss, you get that cypress, guys. This is a very strong fragrance and it's a very powerful fragrance, and it's my favorite fragrance. This stuff is so good, like my goodness, guys. If you guys haven't got your nose on this, I at least recommend sampling. Is it going to be for everybody? Maybe not, but I do recommend sampling it. Get your nose on it. This is how a gentleman should smell. This demands, in my opinion, at least something a little bit more dressed up. Maybe a nice polo, button-up t-shirt, something like that. Going out on the town, maybe going on a date, you know, for the office, business meeting, maybe even a wedding, you know, who knows, guys. But this demands to be dressed up, in my opinion. It calls for that occasion. I wore this to my sister's graduation and everyone in my family said, man, what are you wearing? Like, that's different. It reminds me of something like I used to wear back in the day, my dad said, and I was like, it's Roja Dove's Apex, guys. This stuff is absolutely a beast. Get your nose on it if you can. I know it's expensive, but I think it's worth it, guys. Roja Dove's Apex. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, this is also another new acquisition into my collection. You know, I've smelled this before. I've never had a bottle up until now, but man, I've been raving about this fragrance. Maybe not so much on video, but to people I know, you know, to Chris, he's the one that, you know, we traded for this. Talked to him a lot about it. Talked to my wife. I talked to different people in the fragrance community about it, guys. This is an awesome release, and I kind of get it. When this first got released, people were thinking it was going to go in a different direction, but instead it went in a new direction. It didn't kind of have that, you know, that lipsticky iris. So you might know what I'm talking about, guys. From the house of Dior. This is Dior Homme, and this is the 2020 release. This stuff, oh, man. You still get the iris in there, guys. It's just a different type of iris. It's not that lipsticky, you know, iris. You do get kind of a lipsticky iris vibe to it, but to me, it's a little bit more powdery. You get this just woody, spicy dry down, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The citruses in the top are just phenomenal, guys. This, to me, is a modern day gentleman fragrance. This is something that, you know, if you're going to the office, if you're, you know, if you're a business type man, if you're a business owner, something like that, this is definitely what you would wear in the modern day. This is something that it doesn't smell dated. It doesn't smell, you know, like something back, you know, from like the 50s, 60s. It's just that modern day classic gentleman's fragrance. It doesn't smell like a fougere or anything like that, not barbershoppy. It's just got this citrusy, woody, spicy dry down. Get a little bit of the iris still, but it's not, you know, as thick and heavy of a lipsticky iris. It does kind of have more of a creamy powderiness to it. At least that's what it does off my skin. And this is fantastic, guys. This is definitely, obviously, full bottle worthy because I have it. I've wanted this in my collection for a while, so shout out to my boy Chris. We did a little fragrance swap. He gave me this, well, didn't give me it, but we traded for it, and I'm absolutely in love. Dior Homme 2020. Had to make this list. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, this has been one that has quickly become one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I love this. It's so good for the high heat, just like we're in today. Rocking the Hawaiian t-shirt because they're so free. Like, they're not very heavy. They're pretty thin. You know, they're loose, and it's just so hot, guys. It's so hot. And so that's why, honestly, I'm wearing this today. But honestly, this fragrance kind of invokes that type of feeling. Guys, what am I talking about? This is perfect for the spring and summer. Also, you can wear it into the fall and winter. It just might seem a little bit misplaced just with, you know, the citruses up top and the melon, guys. What am I talking about? This is Acqua di Gio, and this is absolute. And like I've said many times, I absolutely love this fragrance, guys. So bright, so fresh, but it does have that woody dry down. And this is my favorite in the line. I don't know why this doesn't get talked about. Like, I don't know. Like me, Ross, and I think Dallas over at Chaos were really the only ones that give this any love. I think Gent Sense talks about it every now and then, but not too much. This is kind of like, for some reason, the black sheep of the Acqua di Gio line. I don't get it. It smells fantastic. I just gifted my buddy Chris a bottle of this, and he's like, dude, this is absolutely amazing. He was kind of on the fence about it. You know, he went to Sephora, Macy's, wherever he could get it and sprayed it on, wore it a few times, and he's like, I just don't know. But he finally gave it a chance, and he loves it, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Like I said, bright, fresh citrus up top. You get that melon note. There's an ozonic note in here, and it dries down to this woody kind of a facet. And for being a light fragrance, you actually get really good longevity on this. Good performance. This is amazing. I feel confident when I wear this. I feel just clean and fresh. I know I smell good, and I know I'm making a good impression. Acqua di Gio, absolute. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on this list will come as no surprise at all. I love this fragrance. It will always be in my collection. I'm a huge ambassador for this house. Like, I mean, honestly, I have everything that this house has to offer, and it is fantastic, guys. I love it so much. Can't get enough of it. What am I talking about? Zaharoff signature pour on. This stuff, man, what can I say about this, guys? It is so good. You get that classic, just that gentleman fougere like quality, but it does have a modern twist, guys. This is for the modern, I would say modern gentleman. If you want something that is gonna kind of kick it back to the old school fragrances, but gives you definitely a modern twist with that pear note, guys, it is just absolutely gorgeous. You get the frankincense, you get the myrrh, you get this creamy lavender. Like I said, it's got this fougere barbershop like quality to it, but it is just so intoxicating. I love this fragrance, guys. This will always be in my collection. Like I said, this is for the classic modern day gentleman. In my opinion, just like Apex, this kind of demands to be dressed up a little bit. This is great for like, even like going to church, you know, nice button up polo, slack, something like that. Nice business meeting, date night, wedding, whatever the occasion where you want to get a little bit dressed up. This calls for it, and I feel so confident when I wear this. I know that I'm smelling good. I know that people are smelling me, and I've gotten so many compliments off of this. I wore this to church a couple weeks ago, and people are like, man, you smell really good. What is that? So I told them about this. Man, this is just awesome. Zaharoff signature pour on. It's the way to go. All right, guys, so the last fragrance on the list. Thank you so much for watching this far. I really do appreciate that. We all need that Mac Daddy juice. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like that fragrance you put on, and you're just like, man, I feel like the man. It boosts your confidence, makes your chest stick out a little bit. You feel a little bit taller, feel a little bit stronger, and overall, you just feel like a boss. What am I talking about, guys? This is Parfums de Marly Godolphin. In my opinion, every woman needs that one sexy red and black dress in their wardrobe. They gotta have a sexy red and black dress. Every man needs a sexy leather-based fragrance. It works, guys. It is awesome, especially for the fall and winter. This demands attention, guys. This stuff will make its presence known. It is strong, but it's not annoying. You know, sometimes you get those leather fragrances and they're thick and they're heavy, and you're like, man, I don't know if I can wear this. They don't know what they've done to this, guys, but it's got this creamy, sweet, light leather in here with this. I get a raspberry note. Raspberry's not listed, but it does say, you know, I think it says a berry note. I'll have the notes listed on this one. It doesn't say raspberry, but I definitely do get a raspberry kind of a style to it, kind of like Tuscan leather, but I think this is even easier to wear than Tuscan leather. It is just a manly fragrance, guys. Like I said, I feel confident when I wear this. When I was a manager at AT&T, I wore this all the time in the winter, and I got so many compliments, guys. This stuff is phenomenal. Parfums de Marly Godolphin had to make this list. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Now I gotta tag some people. So you already know I'm gonna tag my boy John Morel. I'm gonna tag Chris from the Fox, not the Fox Record, that's his old channel, the Fragtastic Mr. Fox. Sorry about that. Who else am I gonna tag? I'm gonna tag Mark from Aussie Fragrances. I'm gonna tag Proverbs 27:9, and then who else am I gonna tag? I'm gonna tag the fragrance. The fragrance wardrobe. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. So Mike over at the fragrance wardrobe, you are tagged as well. I want to see what you guys got. Your top 5 confident fragrances. Fragrances that make you feel confident when you wear them. So like I said, that's going to do it for this video. Comment down below, guys, what you thought of the list. Do you like it? What are some of your favorite confidence boosting fragrances? Be sure and comment down below. I'll catch you there. I'm also going to catch you on the next video. And remember, if you love it, wear it.